The Joe Rogan Experience.
Joe, we have a fucking election coming up on the heels of all this shit.
No. And now they're talking in California about digital elections, and Hillary's behind it. So as soon as Hillary says everyone should be safe to vote and voting at home, oh, this bitch is running a game. Something's going on.
Everyone's losing it, though. Everyone's losing their minds. I mean, I see all this stuff, too, about, like, Fauci and Gates and the conspiracy theories. And it's so hard because so many conspiracy theories have ended up being true.
Listen, Fauci is a virus expert. That's what he's always been.
Right.
There's no conspiracy. He's a guy. He's
no,
a
but
doctor.
there
What's
are
the conspiracy?
conspiracies around him that he's in cahoots with Bill Gates and like they did a whole thing. And
Stop.
Yeah.
He's a guy who's a virus expert. He's been a virus expert his whole life. If he fucking waited until he's 70 years old to cash in his Illuminati chips, and this is it, we've been running this scam for years. I've been pretending to
Now
work
is
on
the moment.
AIDS and all these different diseases and all horse shit. I'm just evil, looking to get paid, and finally it's coming my way. No, he would have already cashed in his chips. He's not a bad guy.
he runs 3 miles a day.
He looks like he does.
Yeah.
He's healthy. He looks vibrant.
He used to be 7. Now it's 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's
dropped it down a little
busy.
bit? Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah,
Good for him.
because he's working on all the stuff.
Look, the only conspiracy that gives me pause is when you see people like Bill Gates saying we need some sort of a vaccination. We need to vaccinate. And everyone's going to get vaccinated. Like, okay, but have there ever been a virus that's ever been? There's a real vaccine that would work for a coronavirus? I don't think there has. I don't think they had a virus. They were working on a vaccine, rather. They were working on a vaccine for SARS, but it never happened. And I don't think they've ever had any sort of a vaccine for a coronavirus.
Is that what he's saying? He's saying
they need a vaccine, and they're going to come up with a vaccine, and that's the solution. Everybody has to be vaccinated. But I don't know if that's even the idea is it'll take 18 months for a vaccine. Maybe, or maybe they won't come up with one.
Right.
It's possible that they won't have a vaccine in 18 months. So what do you want to do, Bill? And if they do have a vaccine, where's the money go for making the vaccine? Who's getting paid? How many dollars is it? Where's that money going? Like, how is it a business now? So if you have a vaccine, that vaccine turns out that we got to vaccinate the whole population. Okay, so you're going to vaccinate 8 billion people, and then where's that money? Who gets the money from the manufacturer of the vaccine? Is it, are you going to do it completely egalitarian? Are you going to be like
everyone? Yeah. Is it free?
Is it free? New coronavirus vaccine czar says finding one by January is a credible goal. Okay. Pharmaceutical executive. He sounds like a character in a movie. Moncef Slaoui, former pharmaceutical executive at the White House, chose to lead a crash development program, acknowledged that the 12 to 18-month timeline cited by Dr. Anthony Fauci was already very aggressive, but one by January is possible. A credible goal. So maybe it is.
Did you see?
But here's the thing. Until they have one, you can't say we got to vaccinate everybody. We got to say, let's look at all the possibilities. Did you see that one guy that was walking around? I think Sam Tripoli had it up on his Instagram page. The guy was walking around at the protest in Newport. Is it Newport or it might have been Huntington Beach? And this guy's walking around with a megaphone while everybody's saying, we open back up California. Open. And Bill Gates is the devil.
The Bill Gates stuff is so funny to me.
It's so weird.
It's
he
just
became
funny.
a villain out of nowhere.
You either what's that the quote? You either die a hero, you live long enough to become a villain. He's lived long enough to become a villain.
Right. The Gates Foundation literally gives millions of dollars away to charity.
When I was in Rome and all over the world, when you go to any of these places, what he's done in Africa. Did you see the whole documentary? Like, he built freaking toilets for like all of Africa. He's like he literally figured out how to fucking help them with one of the biggest problems in Africa. And everyone's like, fuck Bill Gates. in Rome, everything's crumbling in Greece because they don't have the money to maintain all their antiquities. And so the Gates Foundation is everywhere, keeping all of our history basically from like crumbling.
But he fucked up and started talking about vaccines, and people are like, "You want to get rich off the backs of all these people you're going to inject your microchips into."
I did a radio hit, and I know it was a right-wing guy, and I didn't really know much, but he was asking me out of the blue. He's like, "And then did you see Melinda Gates today?" I was like, "Oh shit." Like when I do these hits, I'm like, "Oh no."
Oh my God.
I'm like, I'm not going to get into this whole anti-Gates thing. But
Well, he's done
why
so
is she...
much good.
Yeah. But to be fair, she was out there saying that, talking about when we should open up and vaccines. And I'm like, yeah, maybe just, I keep saying this. If I was rich, you would never fucking hear from me right now. I would be on a beach. There's so much. It's a class war.
Listen to me.
It's a class war.
If you had money, you would still be spouting out. Stop your bullshit. If somebody gave you $100 million, you would wait about a month and you'd go right back on Twitter. Fuck yeah, you know I'm right. You know I'm right. You love doing it. It's fun for you, and you're great at it.
No,
you're one
right.
of the best tweeters alive.
No, you're probably right.
I'm right about that. You're one of the best tweeters alive. This thing that they're doing, where they're telling people they're going to have to get vaccinated. This is what is a part of the problem, because there's a lot of people that have kicked this disease. We got to figure out why they kicked it. Whether it's nutrition, whether it's genetics, whether we got to figure that out. And this thing that you're saying, everybody's got to get vaccinated. No, they don't. No, they don't.
It's weird.
You don't even know. First of all, you don't even know if they're going to be able to nail this vaccine.
Well,
I hope they do. I hope they do.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird to see the convergence of the anti-vaxxers and all of this talk, because I wrote a piece about. I was like a satirical piece. I was saying why stop getting mad at anti-vaxxers for bringing disease into the herd. And it was all about, because it was during like the measles outbreaks, which we've almost eradicated, and now it's making a comeback. And there's so much overlap in those communities now with this.
Yeah.
But you can't really conflate the two, because we know how to get rid of the measles. We know we can get rid of the measles.
Yes.
We have something that works.
Right, but it's a liberty thing. See, the problem is whenever you start telling people what they have to do, even if it's good for them, they get mad.